From the shadowy corners of abandoned buildings to the cloudy expanses of desolate forests, the world around us harbors secrets that defy logic and reason. And what better way to unravel these mysterious phenomena than through the lens of a camera? In this age of technology, our devices have become unaware witnesses to encounters that leave us questioning the very fabric of reality. What do you believe lies behind the veil of the paranormal? Join us as we unravel 30 strange and paranormal events caught on camera. Number 30. Worst nightmare. Imagine yourself snugly settled in your cozy home, drifting into a peaceful sleep. Then, out of nowhere, something invisible starts pulling at you, whisking you away to unknown places. It's like something out of a thrilling story. But for this man here, it wasn't. He was sleeping peacefully in his home when suddenly he got yanked from his bed by a mysterious force. At first, he might have thought it was just a trick of his mind, something from his dream world. But when he realized that this was no dream at all, he let out a chilling cry for help. It's a situation that challenges belief, yet here it is, caught on camera for everyone to see. Number 29. Ghosts in school. As a parent, you've probably chuckled at the creative excuses your children come up with to avoid going to school. Whether it's the chilly weather, sudden illness, or even a grumpy bus driver, their explanations can be quite amusing. But what if the school itself had a ghostly inhabitant? A peculiar incident that happened in 2017 at a middle school in Ireland. Imagine watching CCTV footage and witnessing the ordinary school day take an eerie turn. It all began innocuously enough with a backpack inexplicably launching off a locker as if propelled by unseen hands. But that was just the beginning. Next, a poster on the wall decided to take a spontaneous plunge to the ground, defying the laws of gravity. And if that wasn't spine-chilling already, chairs in the hallway decided to dance to a mysterious tune, moving on their own accord. Number 28. Bewitching in the darkness. In Puerto Rico, there exists a rich fabric of history soaked in witchcraft and ancient traditions. Over the centuries, the island's cultural heritage, influenced by African, Taino, and European customs, has woven a unique fabric of beliefs and practices. Recently, there has been a resurgence of interest in the traditional witchcraft of Puerto Rico, as practitioners seek to preserve and revitalize these age-old techniques. Yet, amidst these tales of old, there lurks a hint of truth. A recent incident captured on a police dashboard camera in Puerto Rico adds a chilling layer to these stories. While on duty, an officer is stunned to witness an extraordinary sight. A woman appears to levitate in front of his car. The air is filled with strange sounds, adding to the surreal atmosphere. Contemplating whether to intervene, the officer watches in disbelief as the woman extends her arms and breaks her head back, as though communicating with unseen forces. Number 27. The Ghost Kick. In January of 2021, a time when a peculiar video sent shockwaves across the internet. In this viral sensation, captured for all to see, we witness a spine-chilling moment that defies all logical explanation. Imagine a comfortable living room, 3 pets frolicking about in innocent bliss. Suddenly, out of nowhere, one of the cats is sent tumbling as if struck by an invisible force. A ghostly kick, if you will. Understand that cats can be fearful creatures, prone to sudden bursts of energy and playful antics. But what occurred in this footage transcends the realm of cat behavior. It's as if an unseen entity intervened, disrupting the calm scene with a mysterious force. Sabrina, the homeowner, a witness to this enigmatic event, assures us that none of her beloved pets suffered any harm. Yet the lingering question remains, what caused this inexplicable disturbance? It's a puzzle that leaves us scratching our heads in bewilderment, pondering the mysteries that lie beyond the veil of the everyday. Number 26. Creatures captured by security camera. The strange occurrence making rounds on Facebook has left many scratching their heads and feeling a bit uneasy. Shared by Vivian Gomez, a peculiar video has taken the internet by storm. Upon viewing the footage recorded by her home security system, you'll likely find yourself echoing Vivian's sentiments of bewilderment. In the video, A small, jubilant figure jumps about, its slender form supported by unsteady legs, exhibiting a carefree appearance. The creature bears a resemblance to a mixture of a rabbit, an elephant, and an extraterrestrial being, strikingly reminiscent of Dobby from the renowned Harry Potter series. One Sunday morning, Gomez arose to check her security monitor for any nocturnal activity. Initially, she noticed a shadow cast across her front door, where the camera capturing the mysterious entity was positioned. Shortly thereafter, the mysterious figure made its appearance, casually dancing across her driveway, seemingly engaged in what some viewers likened to the chicken dance. Number 25. Ghost on the job. The following footage, captured by CCTV cameras, reveals a spine-chilling saga within the confines of a workplace. As the cameras switch perspectives, we witness a series of inexplicable events that suggest the presence of an otherworldly entity. The unseen intruder, believed by many to be a wrathful ghost, initiates its haunting by rearranging chairs in a manner that sends fears down the mind. What's more unsettling is the apparent autonomy exhibited by various objects in the room. Computers flicker on and off simultaneously, doors malfunction, shelves creak open as if under their own choice, and files dance through the air without a visible force to propel them. The collaboration of these occurrences defies any rational explanation, leaving little room for skepticism. It becomes evident that what happens is far beyond the realm of mere coincidence, compelling even the loyal skeptics to reconsider their stance on the supernatural. Number 24. Sightings in Mexico. You might find it hard to believe, but there's a place in Mexico that's like the ultimate center for witchcraft. It's turned into a huge attraction for tourists, and even the most dedicated practitioners of magic are scratching their heads in disbelief. They host a grand event called the International Congress of Witches every March, drawing crowds from far and wide. Interestingly, they perform a ritual called a Black Mass right at the entrance of a cave where they believe the devil hangs out. They illuminate a massive six-pointed star, which they refer to as the Star of David, and photographers can't resist capturing the spectacle. Even politicians drop by to grab some good luck charms for their election campaigns. People flock to this gathering to cleanse their atmospheres and seek spiritual rejuvenation. Number 23. A spooked cat. In Ontario, Canada, a spine-chilling tale unraveled, sparked by the nervous antics of a wildcat. Kathy Gallinger, a 40-year-old resident whose calm home turned into a haunting spectacle. In the year 22, she captured the attention of the world with her startling claims of encountering the supernatural within the confines of her own home. Having recently settled into her new residence in Ontario, Kathy found herself engulfed in a series of inexplicable occurrences. Objects danced with a life of their own, sending fears down her mind. Undeterred by fear but consumed by curiosity, she resolved to unearth the truth behind these strange phenomena. Armed with modern technology, she strategically positioned CCTV cameras throughout her home, hoping to capture the elusive specter haunting her every move. And then, on a day like any other, Kathy's patience and perseverance paid off. Her vigilant watch over the footage revealed a moment that defied logic and sent shivers down her spine. But the tale doesn't end there. As Kathy reviewed the footage, she noticed something unexpected. Amidst the eerie happenings, a spooked cat darted across the frame, its eyes wide with fear, leaving her with the realization that this cat could have been culprit all along. Number 22. The Haunted Trolley. In the upcoming scene, we witness a spine-chilling event captured at an unnamed grocery store. The footage reveals a seemingly ordinary shopping trolley exhibiting inexplicable behavior, moving autonomously. At first glance, one might attribute this movement to the force of the wind, or presume it to be a mischievous prank by someone pushing its secret from behind. However, the weird twist happens when the trolley defies expectation by veering off course and ascending a ramp all on its own accord. The source of this inexplicable phenomenon remains elusive, leaving us perplexed. Number 21. Rolling inside a Plattsmouth Museum. In the peaceful town of Plattsmouth, nestled in the heart of Nebraska, there exists a place that lives and breathes its strange namesake, the Museum of Shadows. Tales of the supernatural have long enshrouded this establishment, leaving tongues wagging and imaginations running wild throughout the community. Yet amidst the countless paranormal encounters documented within its walls, one particular incident, captured by the unblinking eye of security cameras, stands out as especially bone-chilling. In February 2018, something eerie unfolded in the museum, sending shivers through onlookers. Nate Raderman, the museum owner, described the spine-chilling event with a mix of wonder and dread. In the early hours of dawn, security footage captured a strange sight. An object, moved by unseen forces, darted across the museum floor. No one knew what the object was, and it simply added to the aura of mysteries surrounding the museum. Number 20. A Little Spectre. In a quiet, deserted house, a small, ghostly figure was caught on a surveillance camera, adding to the mystery of the place. It seemed to be the apparition of a child, darting up the stairs with incredible speed. This weird event occurred while the homeowners were away, leaving the house seemingly empty, except for this spectral visitor. Perhaps the mischievous spirit of a child had decided to play while the adults were absent. Interestingly, prior to this incident, the owners had already shared tales of strange occurrences within the house, hinting at a possible haunting. The footage from the CCTV camera now served as compelling evidence to support their claims. It was a chilling confirmation of the paranormal activity they had suspected all along, adding layers of intrigue to the history of the house. Number 19. The Dobby Mystery. Sometimes things seem so unreal, but then they start popping up again once more. People start believing in them. Well, it's like that with J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter series. It's become such a big part of our culture that characters from the books and movies seem to be coming to life. In 2019, Vivian Gomez, a woman from Colorado Springs, got everyone talking when she claimed she saw something on her security camera footage that looked a lot like Dobby the Fairy. You know, the famous character from Harry Potter. What's even more fascinating is that she had proof. According to Vivian, this creature opened a door in her house, stepped out, wandered around her driveway, had a playful moment, and then disappeared into the darkness of the night. Unfortunately, Vivian couldn't provide more footage because her camera only recorded for 10 seconds. Number 18. Open Field Ritual. Under this law, practicing witchcraft was considered a serious crime punishable by death. This led to numerous trials and executions, including the infamous North Berwick witch trials in the late 16th century. These trials were among the earliest in Britain and resulted in the deaths of many accused witches. Interestingly, it seems we may have encountered a woman who could be linked to those dark times. In a video, we observe a woman standing in the middle of a Scottish field, moving in a peculiar manner. Clad in black attire, she appears to be engaged in some sort of mystical ritual. Upon closer inspection, her actions seem far from ordinary. She begins with slow, deliberate spins before abruptly raising her hands as if summoning spirits. What's weird is her apparent obliviousness to being filmed, suggesting a profound immersion in her mystical practice. Number 17. The Possessed Baby. The tiny ones with their cherubic smiles possess an unparalleled innocence that can light up even the dullest of days. Babies with their endearing antics often leave us in stitches with their unintentional comedy. Yet amidst the joy they bring, there lies a challenge, particularly when they decide to throw a pet. However, what happened in the year 2016 for Chuck and Kate Booth, a couple residing in the United States, was far beyond the realms of a typical toddler's fussiness. It was the dead of night when the cries of their toddler, Connor, pierced through the silence, prompting the couple to rush to his aid. Little did they know that this was no ordinary night. The next morning, as they reviewed the footage captured by their nanny cam, a sense of dread encroached over them. What they witnessed was nothing short of a chilling spectacle. Number 16. Ghost Open Transport Van Door. Late in the evening on Tuesday, September 25th, 2018, something mysterious happened at the Putnam County Aging Agency, nestled in the serene town of St. Albans, West Virginia. The vigilant eyes of security cameras bore witness to an enigmatic event. It was shortly after 1 a.m. when the footage revealed a transport van stationed on the agency's premises, its doors slightly astonished, as if beckoning to the unknown. There, amidst the stillness of the night, a peculiar scene happened. The van stood silent and deserted, its doors revealing no sign of human presence. Jenny Sutherland, the agency's esteemed executive director, recounted the curious discovery the following morning. The staff, taken aback by the unusual sight, speculated on the possibilities of a break-in or an unwelcome visitor under the cloak of darkness. Number 15. Live streamed. In the realm of live streaming, tales of spectral apparitions are whispered to haunt the shadows, weaving through unseen realms, occasionally slipping by unnoticed. Yet with the unblinking gaze of the camera, every moment in our world is laid bare. Thus, you may find yourself witness to these ethereal beings manifesting in the most unexpected of circumstances. Amidst the passion of a live sports stream, a group of friends finds themselves broadcasting their banter to the digital ether. Little did they know, a spectral presence was about to make its cameo. As the friends engaged in lively chatter, a dark figure relating to a ghostly shadow silently infiltrated the background. A shiver of wonder swept through the group as one of them suddenly felt a visible presence. With a swift turn, the main protagonist cast his gaze behind, half expecting to find the shadow to be a trick of his imagination. Number 14. Aching for a haircut. Longing for a haircut, he ventured into the salon, anticipating the usual scene of people seated before mirrors, undergoing their hair transformations. However, what happened on this particular day exceeded any expectations. In a clip dating back to 2010, we witness a hair-raising moment at this salon, one that sends fears down the minds of those present. The salon owner, initially hesitant about installing surveillance cameras, ultimately found comfort in their presence. In the footage, amidst the salon's ambiance, only a lone woman occupies a styling chair, with 2 seats ominously vacant. But it's the chair veiled in a dark blue cape that steals the spotlight. Suddenly, the unthinkable occurs. The chair ascends, seemingly of its own accord, as though someone unseen has risen from its confines. Then, to add to the strange spectacle, the cape, instead of cascading gracefully, appears to shrink inward, defying the laws of gravity. Number 13. The Walking Dead. The connection between the deceased and witchcraft has deep roots in both culture and history. There's this belief that witches possessed a special connection to the spirit realm, granting them the ability to communicate with the departed. This practice, known as black magic, can be quite unsettling, as it involves witches reaching out to spirits for various purposes. What's intriguing is that witches were believed to have powers not only to communicate with the dead, but also to bring them back to life, manipulate spirits, and conduct funeral rites. Some branches of witchcraft even incorporate elements from burial grounds, like using dirt from graveyards for their magical rituals. Imagine stumbling upon a witch in a cemetery. It's a scene straight out of a chilling tale. In a surprising twist, a researcher delving into paranormal activities in Hungary stumbled upon something even more unsettling than expected. While exploring different regions, he encountered necklaces made from human teeth and stumbled upon an entire abandoned graveyard. Number 12. Weaving through traffic. Navigating through the bustling flow of cars on the road is a skill ingrained in us from childhood. It's like a dance, a choreography we all learn early on. Glance left, then right, left again, and only step forward when the path is clear. But this pedestrian protocol, so vital for us mere mortals susceptible to the dangers of traffic, seems irrelevant if you're a spirit, right? In September 2019 in the Philippines, where a CCTV camera caught a spine-tingling moment, a ghost appeared to stroll across the street, defying the laws of both the living and the spectral realm. It was a sight straight out of a horror movie. Imagine crossing the street as if strolling through a field, with cars passing right through you, and then poof, disappearing into thin air in the middle of the road. Number 11. Terrifying face appears in photo. Upon believing he had ensnared a ghostly presence within the confines of his kitchen, a man swiftly fled from his abode, leaving behind an uncanny scene that would later captivate the online community of Reddit. In the loneliness of his home, he was startled by a peculiar sound reminiscent of shuffling feet, or the rustling of fabric emanating from the partially open kitchen door. Prompted by a curious mix of fear and intrigue, he seized his camera and aimed it towards the source of the disturbance. Upon scrutinizing the resulting image, he was met with a disconcerting sight. A spectral countenance, white and indistinct, with two clouded spheres obsessed with unwaveringly upon him. The sheer horror induced by this revelation was so profound that it prompted the man to contemplate seeking refuge elsewhere, a decision met with understanding by all who bore witness to his chilling tale. Number 10. Caught in the woods. In the midst of the verdant woods, a rich family set out for a serene evening interval in their lush garden waterhole. Unknown to them, their peaceful respite was about to unravel into a tale of the supernatural. As the golden tone of dusk enveloped their surroundings, a peculiar sensation began to tingle in the air, signaling the onset of an unforeseen adventure. Captivated by the whispers of the breeze and the rustle of leaves, the family's senses were heightened to the mysteries of the forest. It was amidst this ambiance that their leisurely stroll took an unexpected turn. Amidst the dense undergrowth, their keen eyes caught sight of a spectral presence, its ethereal form flickering amidst the shadows. With bated breath and trembling hands, they swiftly trained their camera towards the enigmatic figure, determined to capture the elusive specter haunting their peaceful sanctuary. Number 9. The Great Ghostly. If you're someone who enjoys stories and classic movies, chances are you've heard of The Great Gatsby, a masterpiece created by F. Scott Fitzgerald. This book has captured the hearts of countless readers over time and has also been brought to life on the silver screen, with a memorable rendition featuring Leonardo DiCaprio and Tobey Maguire. While many have been captivated by The Great Gatsby, one character who stands out is Daisy Buchanan, the enchanting leading lady. Daisy's character in the movie has drawn comparisons to Geneva King, a socialite from the early 20th century who was rumored to have had a romantic involvement with Fitzgerald himself. In 2018, a peculiar incident occurred near a summer residence once owned by King, stirring up whispers of the supernatural. Christy Ranieri, out for a stroll near King's former abode, stumbled upon something uncanny. Pausing to capture a selfie, she later noticed something eerie lurking in the background of her photo. Number 8. Deep in the woods. Throughout the annals of human history, witches have often been illustrated as threatening and evil-minded characters, their names whispered in fear and tales of their deeds woven into the fabric of tradition. Stories abound of their involvement in countless deaths and mysterious disappearances, both of adults and children. According to the tales passed down through generations, a witch's work is never complete without the eerie rituals they perform. Looking at the footage that lies ahead, we find ourselves transported to the woods of Massachusetts in the early months of 2013. Amidst the tangled undergrowth, a lone figure ventures forth, unaware of the secrets that lie hidden in the shadows of the forest. As he traverses the wooded terrain, his gaze falls upon a peculiar sight. A structure fashioned from sticks, mud, and dirt, its crude construction hinting at its otherworldly purpose. Number 7. The Teleporting Cat. In January of 2017, an intriguing clip surfaced that depicts a truly perplexing moment involving a cat. This footage showcases a seemingly ordinary room, but with a rather extraordinary occurrence at its center. It appears that a cat, in the midst of its usual cat-like activities, suddenly defies conventional logic by executing what can only be described as a teleportation maneuver. The cat starts off by leisurely strolling towards a wall, nothing out of the ordinary thus far. But then, in a bewildering twist, it simply vanishes from its original spot, only to reappear moments later near the door, strolling back into the room as if nothing unusual had occurred. Number 6. Ghost Haunt, an abandoned asylum. A ghost hunter stumbled upon a remarkable discovery during her exploration of an abandoned mental health institution in Wales. Kaylee Love, armed with her camera, captured something weird and intriguing on video. In a fleeting moment, she noticed a faint, human-like figure lurking in the empty corridor. However, when she attempted to capture it again, the spirit had vanished into thin air. Initially brushing off the encounter, Love returned home only to be startled upon reviewing the footage. What she saw sent fears down her mind. She carefully edited the video, slowing it down to reveal a more distinct shadow of what seemed to be a female presence, draped in an atmosphere of mystery. Now it's time for today's subscriber's pick. In the quiet town of Everwood, nestled amidst thick forests and misty lakes, a peculiar occurrence stirred the usually tranquil atmosphere. It all began with whispers of strange phenomena, whispers that echoed through the streets like the weird howls of a distant wind. Yet, it wasn't until the arrival of a curious artifact that the town's ordinary facade cracked, revealing a realm of the supernatural. The artifact in question was an old camera, a relic from a forgotten era, discovered by a young photographer named Ava. Drawn by an inexplicable pull, she stumbled upon the camera in an antique shop tucked away in a forgotten corner of the town. Its lenses seemed to gleam with an otherworldly light, promising visions beyond the realm of ordinary sight. With trembling hands, Ava ventured into the depths of Everwood, camera in tow, capturing the terrestrial and the mysterious alike. But it wasn't until one fateful night, beneath the glow of a full moon, that she unearthed the true power of her newfound tool. As Ava wandered through the shadowed streets, the camera began to moan with a strange energy, pulling her towards a damaged mansion veiled in darkness. With each click of the shutter, the world around her shifted, revealing glimpses of spectral figures dancing in the moonlight. Intrigued and undeterred by fear, Ava pressed on, her camera bearing witness to scenes beyond comprehension. What drew Ava to explore the paranormal with the mysterious camera? Was it curiosity, a thirst for adventure, or something else entirely? Let's know your thoughts and comments. Number 5. Old House, Old Lady. Not many people would bother to visit an ancient, forsaken house, but this fellow was brimming with curiosity and daring enough to give it a shot. With firm steps, he entered the decrepit building, its strange appearance reminiscent of a haunted mansion. Without a second thought, he flicked on his camera, sensing there might be something intriguing to capture. As he delved deeper into this adventure, a peculiar sensation edged over him, as if an unseen presence lurked alongside. A shiver traced its way down his spine, prompting him to consider retreat. Little did he know his camera had immortalized an astonishing sight: the spectral figure of an elderly woman descending the staircase, a silent keeper of the past. Number 4. The Thirsty Ghost. Imagine that feeling you get when you're trying to tell someone something important, but they just won't believe you until you have solid evidence. Now, think about how incredibly satisfying it must have been for this woman when she finally captured proof of something supernatural happening in her home. Back in 2012, Donna Eyre started noticing strange occurrences in her house. Objects seemed to move by themselves, giving her an eerie feeling. Determined to validate her experiences, she decided to record a video, and boy did she hit the jackpot. Right on signal, as if summoned by her camera, something peculiar happened in her kitchen. A cup decided to take a little stroll all by itself. She made sure to eliminate any doubts by showing that there was nothing beneath the cup to cause it to move. Number 3. Witch in the Cave. Have you ever watched those magic-filled movies like Hocus Pocus and wondered if such mystical encounters could ever happen in real life? Imagine two adventurous souls, deeply intrigued by the supernatural, decide not to embark on an exhilarating journey into the depths of a foreboding cave. Unlike the ill-fated characters in typical horror flicks that foolishly split up, these two fearless explorers made a wise decision to stick together, their senses heightened with anticipation. As one kept a vigilant watch, the other carefully documented their expedition with a camera, hoping to capture a spine-chilling glimpse of the unknown. Then, in a mere heartbeat, something extraordinary occurred. A faint, shadowy figure materialized in the footage, so fleeting and elusive that it could easily evade notice. But the tale doesn't conclude there. As the explorers ventured deeper into the cavern's recesses, they stumbled upon a scene straight out of tradition, a figure cloaked in darkness, adorned in attire reminiscent of ancient mysteries, seemingly illuminated by a ghostly atmosphere, even in the darkness of the cave. Number 2. The haunted hotel hallway. In the dark-lit corridors of haunted hotels, there exists a strange phenomenon that sends fears down the minds of even the bravest souls. Long hallways stretching endlessly into the darkness have long been a staple of spine-chilling tales spun by storytellers and illustrated in weird movies. Imagine you're strolling down one of these seemingly infinite passageways, feeling perfectly at ease one moment, only to be plunged into a realm of inexplicable terror the next. Such was the case in a peculiar incident that unfolded at the Hampton Inn in Brockport, New York, back in November of 2015. A guest, going about his business, suddenly found himself captivated by an unnerving sight. From a distance, he noticed the flickering of lights along the hallway of his floor. Intrigued, he ventured forth to investigate, unaware of the unsettling encounter awaiting him. Number 1. Strange footage from Loa Restaurant. Although some may dismiss the following footage as a mere bug skipping across a surveillance camera lens, others speculate that Chuck and Edna's Made-Right restaurant may harbor ghostly inhabitants. Pat Orr, the restaurant's manager, asserts that since its inception, staff members have reported puzzling occurrences. The first strange sighting captured on camera was a spectral shadow gliding through the restaurant's kitchen, gradually approaching the sink before vanishing into thin air. Merely a week later, another clip documented a worker being struck by cups sliding off a shelf seemingly of their own accord. This incident seemed intent on refuting the bug theory, as yet another stack of cups toppled sideways without any apparent cause. In another instance, a chilling video has circulated on social media, illustrating a wailing, ghostly figure amidst treetops in broad daylight. Viewers have described it as one of the most frightening sights they've encountered, with one resident of Monitors, Cordoba, Colombia, confessing to being so terrified that they sought comfort sleeping beside their mother. Which one of these 30 strange and paranormal events caught on camera do you find intriguing? Is it the ghost kick or the teleporting cat? Share your thoughts and comments below.